At last, at long, long last, it's here. My Apple product, and it is the, I'll tell you in a minute. Oh, actually, I'll probably put in the comments, so I should tell you now. The MacBook M1 Max that I've waited years for, because I needed this, and then I needed an upgrade from this machine and this machine. And then I heard they were doing Apple Silicon, and then I waited it, and then they released the M1, and then it wasn't the Pro one. I thought I'd wait a bit longer, and it's here. So, a bit of background before we get into the actual unboxing. This thing has come all the way from, well, SF Express delivered it. Got picked up in Shanghai, and then over a couple days ended up in Hong Kong, and it's been delivered and it's arrived in Hong Kong at my place. Although the guy got me to walk down, take the lift down and get it from lower ground. He didn't want to come up to my apartment and get it. What a lazy delivery guy. Anyway, it was placed on the 24th of November and delivered in January 20th. So this thing almost took 2 months to get here. I can't believe it. It's going to help a lot, because this thing, that's my YouTube channel there. This thing is just taking so long. It is going to replace this whole iMac, which is the, if you can see that, iMac Retina 5K 24-inch late 2015. It is the slightly bumped up 4 GHz quad-core Intel i7 with 32 GB of RAM, and I think a small hard drive boost. So this computer, 2015, well, late 2015, so we could probably call it 2016. So slow. I've been waiting. So I was going to get the Intel one, and then I thought, oh, I'll just wait, and then yeah, and then that computer, and this is also from the same generation, my laptop, which I will show you. I showed you the stickers in the previous video, but these stickers are a bit of a theft deterrent. So this one here is also from the same generation. Oh, actually slightly earlier. Mid 2015 Retina 15-inch. It's got 16 GB RAM, and it's got the quad-core Intel 2.8 GHz. So, oh, I wasn't watching the framing. So, I'm so glad to finally move on to something much, much faster. It's become so slow. It's painful to edit photos and load photos and videos, and like I see the beach ball turning all the time, just subconsciously even, and consciously, just made it frustrating to work. And you really want to have a computer that's fast and doesn't subconsciously make you feel like it's painful to do work, because you're using it like a professional, or you don't even have to be a professional, but you're using these tools, you know, almost every day and for hours and hours on end. So it is important to get something good, and generally I don't upgrade my stuff that often. I try to buy like something really good, and then I stick with it for as long as I can until I super can't stand it, and then I go buy something really, really good. So I tend to do big leaps in technology. But yeah, it's 2022 now, January, so that's quite like, let's call it 16, so 4, 5, 6 years in computer technology is a lot. All right, here we go with the unboxing, and yeah, quite good to do an unboxing as practice, because this whole channel is about me practicing and getting better at video in all ways, not just making videos, but also screen presence and being comfortable with the camera on. Oh, speaking of that, I should flip the screen around, because filming on the A7 Mark IV, and it has a flippy screen. I used to use the a monitor, but so much more convenient. All right, I just gotta like not look at the flippy screen. I'm used to looking at that, but then my eye contact's not with the camera. All right, here we go. It comes with the pull tab. I should do this a bit slower, hey, and enjoy the process. I'll keep it on the tripod for now, but I'll take the camera off and do some close-ups after I've opened it. So here we go. Hallelujah! Oh, it's a box within a box, and it's quite a nice box, although probably won't need it after this. I guess it's done its job, and it is made of paper, a renewable resource, so I don't feel too guilty. And Apple are good with their sustainability, and quite a nice little box design. Why am I talking about the box? But quite solid, and quite easy to open. I took this out, and like my multi-tool, and I thought I'd need it, but haven't so far. By the way, these videos, they are long and boring, and that's kind of by design, because I want to spend as much time in front of the camera as I can, so I can just practice and get natural at it. Really good having the flippy screen. I can check my battery and make sure it's recording, and I can check my sound levels. Anyway, this is what we're after. The MacBook Pro. 14-inch, and this is the souped up one. I pretty much upgraded everything except the SSD is so expensive. I only went for the 4 terabyte, but that's already a lot. But not really when you're shooting files from this camera. Oh, I might be cropping myself off. I might have to adjust the tripod a little. When you're shooting like high-res files, 4K, 442, 10-bit color, even though it's like their entry level, when you're shooting such high-quality files, and it's also quite awesome that Sony give you that. But I figured out the reason they do that is because you have to buy like their really fast, really expensive memory card, and that was like $500, that memory card. So they made, rather than setting that feature on the just for the higher end bodies, they sold it to me, and then they sold me a really expensive memory card. That's 160 gigabyte plus the card reader, because it's quite a fast card. It's not the it's not the compact flash. No, the SD card. It's a special one. It's slightly smaller. All right, I'm going close up now, because it'd probably be a bit more interesting. And by the way, notice that there are no cuts in this video, huh? It's all one camera, but no cuts. Unlike a lot of YouTube channels. Okay, so that's quite slick. Gives you like a little pull tab. And then kind of easy to peel off all this plastic. Doing this one-handed, if you didn't realize, because I've still got to hold the camera. It's not like I have a camera operator. Okay, MacBook Pro. Now, what if I move the tripod closer to here and then film it from my point of view? That could work. Just bear with me while I adjust this tripod. You can't really see what I'm doing, but I'll try to be quick. And you can always just fast forward it if it's too boring. But actually, you don't even have to watch this. This is like just a It's not that interesting. Well, for some people it might be. I mean, I'm not saying you shouldn't watch it, but I'm also saying that I do know that it may not be the most riveting video ever. But yeah, I still get a few views, so that's quite cool. I'm really glad you're watching. All right, here we go with the Hallelujah. See, I sang it because I didn't want to do the post. I didn't want to add that in post. Okay, a nice box. I might keep the box actually. Okay, more paper. Oh, paper. Yes, it is this translucent paper. And then I think you're supposed to just. Oh, look at that. That's new. Can you see it? You can't. Good thing I got the torch. See, I came prepared. Oh, that's super bright. There you go. MacBook Pro indented. This is the underneath. Okay, so this wax paper, and then get rid of that. Put some fingerprints all over it. Rub my face on it so you get the oils. You know, try not to be too precious with my gear. Now, let me comment on it. The size, it is a bit thicker than the latest generation ones. Although my last Apple laptop was and is the 15-inch from mid 2015. So let's have a look and see how much thinner. Let's compare the size. Let's put it there next to each other. Oh, by the way, this is all handheld with no gimbal, so it's not too bad, right? I stabilize it with the gyro. Like, see that? Can you see? No, nothing here. Like, is it focusing? Focus, come on, focus. Maybe that will. See, look, it's just a handheld camera with the flippy screen. Now you can see the screen. Anyway, talking about the MacBook. Okay, let's have a look at the thickness. So, new 2022 14-inch, old mid 2015 MacBook 15. Slightly thicker. Size-wise, slightly smaller. There. I did a camera movement, but you probably want to. That's not really showing up. What if I do this? More contrast. Okay, there you go. Now can you see the difference? 2015 versus sorry, what am I saying? 15-inch versus 14-inch, but older 15-inch. And on the couch, there's your difference in thickness. Okay, I guess I'll keep this here because I'll probably go back to it. We'll come back to the laptop too, so see what else we got in this box. Okay, designed by Apple in California, but made in China, although they don't mention that because it doesn't sound as cool. Some cables, and it's a cardboard box, so good that they use less plastic. So take that out. Oh, should I hide my like serial number. I probably should, right? No, I won't show that. Otherwise, I guess it doesn't hurt. What are people going to do with my serial number? In fact, if it gets stolen, then if it gets stolen or whatever, then people will know. Okay, I'll show the serial number. That's my serial number. Now, don't do anything nasty with that information. If you do, I will find you. That was supposed to be a quote from Liam Nelson. Forgot the movie. Taken. But I don't think I did it right. Anyway, what a practice channel. Designed by Apple in California. And okay, yeah, you get all this stuff. Who cares? Like really? Like, I mean, black Apple stickers. Well, you know what? This doesn't have a black Apple sticker. This has got a white one. So I think it's time to add another sticker to this laptop. Should I put it on the bottom, or should I put it on the top? Let's see. I've got Apple stickers all over it. Let's put it. What should we cover up? Kind of like everything the way it is. Okay, let's put it on the bottom. I can cover up this Logitech G. Doing this one-handed, by the way. Okay. Black on the back as well, in case you wanted to know. Let's put it here. Oh, it's near the other Apple one. Okay. There you go. Just made my MacBook Pro slightly more pro looking. Slightly more pro looking. It's not actually going to make any difference performance-wise. Okay, yep, a lot of paper, quick start guide. Yeah, okay. And I think that's all there is there. Put that there for now. We have a... Oh, I am in Hong Kong, so we use like the British plug system here. But they don't have like... What if I go back to Australia? I'm stuck with this. I have to get an adapter. Or maybe you can... I'm sure they'll sell you like a different plug. Although I've probably got one somewhere, an Australian one. Because did I buy my 15-inch in Australia? Oh, I think I've got this from an iPhone. But then it's got a proprietary little thing. Like, you can't see it until I do this. See, it's got this little hook thing. So maybe I have to go back and buy an Apple one. If I want to be all aesthetically pleasing and keep the same plug. Okay. This should be the faster power brick. Oh, I'm going to put on the tripod here so I can free up my hands. Okay, let's try to make that work. Okay, oops. Alright, 2 hands, look at that. Okay. Oh, look at that, USB-C. This is great because I've had 2. My last one from the older generation, the 15-inch, that broke and like it kind of got frayed there, and I had to replace the whole brick. But there's nothing wrong with the brick; it's just the cable. Speaking of which, here we have the cable with get all this. Oh, okay. I should have done it properly. It's like all nice and neat. You just pull, and you just pull, and it comes apart. You don't have to rip it. Very thoughtful on their packaging design. Makes it feel quite premium, where you don't have to like rip it apart. You know, like you don't have to like do that. Okay, so that's another. Okay, is this thinner? Oh, not compatible with my old one. It's a Look at that, it's a bit thinner and wider. So it doesn't quite work. But you know what? I got time. You probably don't have time, but you can always fast forward it. I'm gonna go grab my charger from the old one. But yeah, no reason why they. Oh, it's in the other room. I'll just go and get it while you wait there. So the charger is not actually compatible, which I guess it's higher voltage and stuff. I used to like not be able to sleep with all these LED lights on, so I put some tape over it. But there you go. Can you see? No, you can't. That's better. Old one. Old one. New one. See that? I'll try to catch the light a bit better. Oh. There. Same five plugs or pins or contacts. I think they're contacts. Anyway, this is getting quite long. But since I'm here, let's see if these will interchange. I think they will. So yeah, these are the same plugs. It's kind of interesting thing to know. So if you do, kind of looks a bit closer. I hope it focuses. If you do have like a different country's plug, you can keep these, and they will interchange with the old ones. That's a good thing. Yeah. I'll take this off and put on the new one so I can keep the new with the new. And yeah, this cable still works. Hasn't frayed. I kind of take a bit more care with it. And usually it's that end that breaks. This end seems to be pretty good because this end doesn't usually get bent as much. Okay, I'll put that to the side. We've got our power brick. This is the souped up one, so I've got the 96 watt charger. Is that right? 96 watt? Is that the more powerful one? It better be. I spent a bomb on this laptop. I vaguely recall the other one being 100, the more powerful one, but maybe it's 45 is the weak one. Anyway, it's one they gave me, so we'll see. I mean, they probably won't make a mistake. So, okay, so yeah, USB-C. That goes in there. Braided cable. Can you see? Can you see? Braided cable, so it's a bit nicer. Does that work? I don't have the right lens for that. Anyway, it's a braided cable, which I guess is a bit more durable. And that's it. That's the whole box. Okay, that was simple. Got my serial numbers on the back. Get a shot of that. But yeah, if you do anything bad with my serial number, I will Liam Neeson you. Okay. Now that got that out of the way. Also, one thing to note, you can't really easily take this off and reuse this box. It's kind of glued in, which you know, sometimes you can reuse the box or something because they're quite nice. That's all the rubbish there. And now it's time to plug this in and give it some power. And boot it up for the first time. So glad today's finally the day that I can upgrade my laptop to something faster. It's going to help me with my photography, my videos, my channel, my client work, my personal work. Lovely. Oh, what's this? Oh, just a paper thing, so you don't really need that. Oh, they didn't give me a screen cloth. I know they charge like something insane for one, but come on, really, I spent like $4,000 on this computer, and you couldn't give me a screen cloth. Oh, I got plenty of my own, but you know. It's a bit cheap, don't you think? Hello. It works. All right. Oh, I haven't even talked about the. I haven't even talked about the laptop. It's what you came to see, right? Okay. Big trackpad. Black keyboard there. As opposed to the old one with no black area. The buttons are still black, but look at that. Compared to that. Oh, we should talk about the screen real estate difference. Yeah, well, the 15-inch to 14-inch, a little bit bigger, but smaller. All right, let's go into this thing. English. Oh, notch. Didn't talk about the notch yet. Ah, this wallpaper is quite well designed. It kind of hides it, right? You can't really see it because it's dark there. Select your country or region. Hong Kong. For now. For now.
Contains a built-in screen reader called VoiceOver.
Oh, VoiceOver.
How to use VoiceOver. Press Command F5 now to turn it on.
I don't want VoiceOver. Okay, Hong Kong. English, Chinese, yeah. Oh, you can customize. I'll do that later. Accessibility. Josh takes photos. Internet. Type in your password. I better not give everyone my password, otherwise people might come to Hong Kong and then, I don't know, hack me. I don't know. Oh, turn the screen around. Oh, there we go. What is my password? Oh, I remember. Oh, the keyboard feels a bit firmer to what I'm used to. Oh, you can't see me, can you? That's better. We're now on the internet. Are we? No. Yes. Data and privacy, migration. I don't want to migrate. I just want to start as a new system, right? But I know this video is kind of boring, so do I want to transfer? I probably should, right? Like my email settings and all that. Select a Mac. Well, this one's on the oh, right. Okay, you know what? I'm going to do that now. Signing with the Apple. This is getting really boring, so let's just talk about the hardware. Setting up my Mac. Someone on the internet watching me set it up. Screen. Oh, fingerprint reader. That's new. And look how close the bezel is to the screen, see? Compared to that. Rounded off. That's probably a good shot there. Oh, focus, come on. Yeah. See the difference. And if I pull back, now you can see the difference. Okay, what else is different? I got the space gray one. So a little bit darker. You can see the difference in color. Quite a much bigger trackpad. Can you see it? I need to show my light. Yeah, that's better. Bigger trackpad. Yeah. New computer. So don't know if there's that much else I can show. You know what? I'm gonna cut the video here, set it up, and then finish this video in a little bit. All right, so just set it up on my desk. It's quite a messy little desk. You have a look at this. Got like a lot of stuff here. Hard drive, trackpad, keyboard. That's my Loop Deck Plus, which is great, but they have a new version, so be worth checking out. Mouse, another mouse. Of course, this little thing, the Apple M1 Max, which this whole video is about. Vitamins, spare keyboard, other computer. So much stuff, right? Quite a creative but messy space. But since this is about the unboxing, I don't think I'll go into any reviews or anything, except that to mention that Sony Catalyst Browse, incredibly slow. It took 6 hours to render the first part of this video, like the bit before I snapped my fingers. That took 6.5 hours actually to render, and I timed it. Like I went to sleep, and then 6 hours later it was still going. Well, I kind of didn't sleep well, so I slept a bit and then started to render that, and then oh surprise, 6.5 hours. Although this one, the iMac, that took 50 hours, and I'm not kidding. You check out my what's it called, Instagram, and I've posted a render. It was like an hour and a bit footage. It took 50 hours on that. It's crazy. Something wrong with the Sony software. First of all, it's running in Rosetta, which means it's not optimized for the new Apple Silicon chips, and therefore it's only using a little bit of the main CPU. It's not using the 64 GPUs and the multi-threads of the multiple CPUs and stuff. So Sony, another fail. Really bad. Can't be waiting 6.5 hours to stabilize 1 hour of gimbal footage. Not gimbal, gyro footage. Even though that footage is really amazing, and I'm going to be stabilizing this as well. See, no stabilizer, and like relatively smooth footage. Like it's going to take all the shakes out of it. So not happy again, Sony. And what, you want to charge us for the Pro version so I can batch it? It's kind of, anyway, hurry up, release something that's good. Crack the whip on those software guys, because the gyro thing, if you could stabilize it in a reasonable time, I'd use it all the time. Well, maybe. Well, I'd use it for blogging stuff like this. What else? Now that I've used it just a little bit, all I did was really import it and make sure it was fast. And yeah, it is fast. No spinning beach ball, which was like, seemed like that beach ball is all I looked at with this computer. It'd be like, I'd click on another clip and I'd see the the beach ball, and then when I scrub, I'd have to wait. It was just so frustrating. But then again, you know, 4K footage is pretty big, and it is to be expected. This is fast. This is good enough. And this is like the souped up version, the M1 Max, with the I don't know, what is it? Forgot now. The anyway, the lots of cores thing. Oh, it doesn't tell you there. Actually, when I do that, I should hold it longer, because I've noticed that it's not long enough for people to see what's going on. There, like that, see? And then I can do a quick zoom out. So, yeah, it's not really much of a stress test, but it just does feel a lot faster. But then again, I've been used to this old thing, so, yeah. The real test will come when I'm editing something with a lot of layers and a lot of adjustments and stuff. But, that's why I bought the top of the line, because I really want this work computer to be something I can rely on for many years to come. Until, I guess, the next step is I'll be moving on to 8K footage or 12K or whatever, and then we're going to have to upgrade everything yet again. But for now, this will produce a lot of content. So, keeping in mind this is the unboxing video, and I'm not really going to do a proper review. Some nice close-ups, etc. Oh, and the Touch ID. I should talk about this, which is next to the Touch ID. This, so the 14-inch might be a little small if it's your main computer, but the best thing is, you should buy an external monitor, right? Like, these are quite cheap compared to the price of that. Like, just go get one. Go get. This is a Dell. It's quite old, and it only does 30 frames, or refresh rates 30. What is it? Let me see. Displays. This is old, but you should get a new one if you're upgrading to that. But you might have an old monitor lying around. Hey, where'd it go? Oh, I don't like these Apple missing windows. Okay, something to do with that. Displays, display settings. So the Dell, the refresh rate is only, well, this is mine, it's quite old, 30 Hertz. It's probably a 2015 model. No. Be even older than that, 2013. Anyway, if you're interested, you can look it up. Not that you would, because like it's old. Dell P2715Q. But what my point is, I would consider this, because I think you get the best of both worlds. Get yourself the 14-inch smaller MacBook, because it's smaller and lighter for when you want to take it out on location, or you want to like work on the couch, or work in the bed, or go to a coffee shop, or go to the beach. So much nicer, right? And so much more portable. And then get yourself maybe one or even two monitors. And actually, there's some software you can use to link this up as well, or you can use an iPad. I could be running like all these monitors, and then yeah, you get the best of both worlds. You don't have to complain about this monitor being a bit too small. I don't know if I'd get the Apple Pro XDR display. That thing costs a fortune. Just get yourself like a reasonably priced Dell or something like that, because you can, if you're doing video or photo editing, which is probably what you're going to buy these machines for, well, you've got the good color in this one, and then you can put all your timeline and all that onto the big monitor. So like, let me show you what I mean. What you do, because I use Final Cut, pull this up. So I go from here, pull it up to here, and then I throw all my timelines there, and then in Final Cut, you can, it's quite good. Final Cut makes it easy. You press this double monitor button, and then you can set it up so, boom, did I click it? There. Now you've got your color accurate display here, and then you've got your timeline and all your settings and adjustments on the big screen, and you can edit that way. See, that's what I'd do. Actually, that's what I just did. And then why not stop at 2 monitors? Get another one. You can put your YouTube or whatever you want to put on there, or your WhatsApp. WhatsApp, yeah. Why did I forget the name? Put your WhatsApp and your emails and your references on that monitor. Then you might have an old monitor lying around. You can put other stuff. So yeah, that's exactly what I do. Get yourself this little beast, because it's small and it's powerful and it's lightweight, and get an external monitor when you're doing some serious work at home. Some people get the 16-inch, and you do get a bit bigger. You know, you get another couple inches. So like, where's my tape measure? I'm never going to find it without being boring. But anyway, you know what 2 inches is like. So roughly like an inch there. So you get that much more screen estate, which is actually a lot. But then that is a lot more. And I think this is only the 27-inch. Get yourself a 32-inch or something like that. Now, I haven't hooked that up yet because there's only one HDMI cable. I need to... Oh, actually, that does USB-C, so no reason why I can't hook it up. So I could USB-C to that monitor. Probably should set that up later, but yeah, if I do, I might do another video about it. Yeah, USB-C monitors, because this one is quite new. This one can do it. It's Asus, well, ROG, but it's Asus. And then got an iPad lying around. Use the Wi-Fi thing that can connect. I couldn't on this because 2015 didn't support that, but the new Macs do. And you need to make sure your iPad works. Well, I've got the iPad Pro, which works. So yeah, that's the computer. I haven't done any serious work on it. This is like the unboxing video, so you get to kind of watch me open it up and then just give it a quick run and make sure it all works and set it up. You know, I installed my Final Cut and my Adobe stuff and got my email running, and iCloud was nice. So yeah, got to make sure I put some oil on it. You know, I did this in the last video, but the reason I did that is because if I don't, I'm gonna baby it. I'm gonna like really treat it so nicely. And this is a work machine, so I really want it to be something I don't like baby so much. You know, like, oh no, there's a scratch, and then I get really upset, and then but then after I get a scratch on it, I'm like, it doesn't matter. I just like throw it around, and then I end up using it more and getting more value. So that's my unboxing video. I think I might do a few more shots to show off this laptop. 2 USB ports. We got our MagSafe in case you trip over and do that. Oh, focus went up. Headphone jack. That's to open it. Here you've got the SDC, I think it is, or you know, the SD card, but the fast one, but not the really fast one, which you need the Sony SDXC. That's what it is. The Sony CF Type A, I think. Yeah, it's the one in the camera, so I can't rip it out and show you. Got that. Okay, can unplug it. Let's have a look at the back. We have some air vents. Hope you can see that. And these are new, these round feet with a bit of rubber on them. Actually, they're not rubber. That's quite good, actually. Oh, is it rubber? It's like a really hard type of rubber. Closer to plastic. I'd say it's plastic. And also, this is kind of new. I haven't seen this before. The bottom has these semi-hidden pockets where the hot air can go out. And of course, we've got the MacBook Pro words there, which you can't really see because the lighting's on the right spot. Can you see it now? Slightly thicker and more square, but I mean, you know, it looks quite new to me. It's quite a fresh look because the last one was a bit more rounded, and it's a bit more industrial, you know, it's like, a bit like a block. And I think the way the computer looks is actually quite important. I mean, one of the reasons people buy Apple stuff is because the design, it's like beautiful and it's thin and all that. So it is thin-ish. It's not like the thinnest, you know, it's not a MacBook Air type thin, but it's like a serious powerful computer. It is replacing something that's quite big like that, or like a tower or something, you know. So it's quite a good compromise. Like I think Apple, they should make their MacBook Pros, hence the Pro word, like proper Pro for professionals, like powerful. And if they have to be a bit bigger and a bit chunkier, then so be it. We want to get our stuff done fast. Good to have it thin because it's easy to carry, but you know, it's a bit of a balance. It's not like super fat, but it is kind of fat. Oh, that MacBook Pro looks good now with the light reflecting from my ceiling, from that light. Yeah. Should I talk about the notch? Yeah, why not? Because everyone's talking about the notch. Sometimes you can't even see it. See, like with Final Cut, the background here I've got kind of hides it anyway. See that? Oh, you couldn't. All right. I bring up Final Cut. There you go. I mean, it is important how it looks, but and kind of as artists and as creative people, you know, visual people. I mean, we're photographers and videographers and video editors. Like, the way things look actually is quite important for us, more than the general normal average person. So yeah, it is a bit of a fat notch. I think they did the notch. It's a great shot of me, by the way. How come it ended up stopping there? I think the notch is it is a bit thick, but I think they did that because probably 2 or 3 years down the track, they're going to get rid of the Touch ID and then do the same thing as they've done with the iPhones, have the Face ID. Because Face ID makes sense for a laptop. You're going to be looking at it. You don't want to get your finger and do the Touch ID all the time. You can just look at it. So I think they kind of made it bigger so they don't have to change the design when they do move into the next version with the Face ID. I'm pretty sure that they're going to put Face ID in this at some point. Just doesn't make sense for them not to. And then everyone will go, oh, I can't get this model anymore. I've got to get the new model with the Face ID. I'm going to sell this one and upgrade. Well, I won't be. Hopefully I can make this computer last as long as this one and my other laptop. Where did I put it? Did I put it away? I forgot where I put it now. Oh, here. Hopefully I can make it last as long as this one. Actually, that one was originally a 2013 MacBook Pro, but then it's an interesting story. I'm going to tell it because this is a channel which I practice. I practice my screen presence and being in front of camera. So if you don't like it, just skip to the next video, or you can listen to my story. But basically, the battery on that died, and at that point, it was a few years ago, Apple ran out of batteries. So instead of making you not have a working laptop for the same price as replacing the battery, because Apple Care was done. Like, it was just Apple Care was over. There was no Apple Care. It was just the normal price of replacing the battery. So I think it was like 1,500 Hong Kong dollars. You can do the conversion yourself. But for that price, they said, hey, we've got a special deal for you. we don't have any batteries, so for the same price as changing the battery, we're going to give you a either refurbished or a whole new 2015 model. Remember, this is the 2013 model. We're going to give you the 2015 model. It pretty much looks the same and all that, but it's a bit faster, the hard drive's going to be bigger and everything's newer, and I thought that was great. And the other thing was, I really wanted to upgrade this because the on the 2015 my SD card slot it stopped working, and it's getting a little annoying to not be able to use it. So that got upgraded for like really cheap, but then I already had, like 2 years later, I already had the 2015 iMac, so I didn't end up using it that much. It was only occasionally when I needed a laptop on location that I used it. So it's actually very good condition, except for the fact that I scratched up the lid and then I started putting stickers on it to hide the scratch. And then I kept putting on any sticker I found because it's a good theft deterrent. Anyway, completely digressing now. We should be talking about this thing. So, what else do I need to mention? We're talking about the notch. Really like the bezels that are closer to the screen. It looks like, because I'm used to these thick bezels, you know, like thick bezels on that thing and thick bezels on the other MacBook. So to me, having like not upgraded for a while, it feels really nice. It's so new. Oh, by the way, I should log the date. This is like the date. Now it's the 20th, so this is actually the day after. The keyboard, I like it. It's a bit firmer. How do I describe the keyboard?
US dollar.
Yeah, it's a bit firmer to what I'm used to. I've got like the old keyboard here. It's the wedge one. But yeah, it just feels right. Feels okay to me. And then don't worry too much, because whatever you get used to it. The sound. You're not really going to be able to hear it because like it's going to be recorded off a mic and then you're playing it back through your headphones. But the sound is not too bad. Does the job. I don't think it's particularly amazing, but then again, I've got some good speakers. Like that's the VLA. What's it called? Phantom. I got two of them. Look, because I really like high-end sound. And these are like the only thing that do high-end sound in a small package, except they're kind of overpriced. And you know, if you want like good bass, I'd actually get the Logitech high-end gaming speakers, and they're much cheaper. Kind of want to sell them actually, but well, the other thing is you get good speakers and you pretty much keep them for life. I mean, I don't think I'll ever upgrade to that. Like, even if I had a lot of money, I don't think I would like. Well, maybe I'd get a 5.1 home system with a big subwoofer, like a big subwoofer. But I think I'm happy with these. They're good. Good-ish. Why am I reviewing my speakers? Okay, quick, in a few sentences. They're overpriced, they sound decent, and they're laggy, so I can't edit with them because they're Wi-Fi and they're not like monitors, and can't even play my drum game to them because there's that little delay. I can watch movies with them, but they're 2.1 and you have to set up your sound properly. You need the center channel for listening to proper movies. Otherwise the sound's not as clear. So actually I wouldn't recommend them. They're more trouble than it's worth. Anyway, why am I talking about that? I'll do a proper review of that later if anyone wants it. Back to this. What else do I need to talk about? Okay, Touch ID. Trackpad. Yeah, it's a bit bigger. Almost as big as this one. Look. Same width. Almost the same like active area. So it's quite a good little trackpad. I was thinking about getting another trackpad because I hate that one. Because the battery, it's the old one with the See the battery, you got to put AAs in it. Don't know if you can see that. Let me zoom this, hang on. One hand. I put AAs in it. And it runs out too quick. I wanted to upgrade that, but then with the laptop, I'm just going to keep it here and then use the laptop keyboard in conjunction with that screen, maybe that one. So yeah, good little trackpad. And a mouse. Don't get yourself an Apple mouse unless you're used to them, because they kind of suck. Mouse-wise, get yourself like a nice Logitech one that has Bluetooth, because then you don't need any dongles. Or this gaming one, actually quite good, although it runs out of batteries more, but yeah, it's quite a good mouse as well. But then you need to plug in the USB dongle. So maybe the Logitech version 3 of this, the MX Master. That's the mouse I'd get. It's quite a good mouse. So yeah, you might want to consider getting one of those. USB ports. I need to get a hub. And oh yes, these things are important. So all my USB-A things, like that's USB-A. Well, it doesn't have USB-A ports, so to plug it in, you need USB-C, an adapter for this. So that is where my USB-A goes into. And then I can plug in, my accessories, my hard drives and my memory cards. Well, this one has USB-C, see, the Sony card reader. Sony. I think that's it. Well, if I scratch it up, this laptop's going to look like that one eventually, but I think for now I'm going to keep it minimalist and keep the original Apple aesthetic. So yeah. Oh, should I ask another question? Space gray, which is this one, or the silver, which is the same as this one. I'll put them next to each other again. I think space gray, because it's a little bit more pro, Before, the Apple iMac Pro would only come in the space gray to differentiate it. So, it's like your cameras and everything. Everything that's darker is more pro, and that's about as dark as it gets. Matching the dark Apple logo with the you can't see it anymore, but the glowing. Does this one glow? Yes, the glowing Apple white logo. Yeah, no glowing logo. The future is less branding. Oh, maybe I should stick the sticker on top, if I could find the thing. Maybe I'll do it in another video. I don't know where I put it, but those black Apple photos, that stickers that it came with? Probably just stick it over the top. I don't. Yeah, maybe it matches. Anyway, this video is way too long. No one's going to watch it. My retention rate is in the trash. This video is like, this whole channel is in the trash because my videos are way too long, way too boring, not to the point. I ramble on, but I hope someone got some value out of this. And feel free to message me, just say hi or something. So that way I know like someone said hi. It'd be nice, because this channel is like deader than the cricket. I should put in post the cricket sound, but I'm not going to put in post. I'm just going to make it with my my own mouth. I don't think that's the right sound effect. Oh, it's I don't know how to do a cricket sound. Anyway, I think that's it. This concludes the video. The unboxing and very long rambling video of me practicing my video blogging. So tap here for the next video, and tap here for yet another video. Yeah. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to unsubscribe and thumbs down. Yeah, thumbs down and unsubscribe, because who wants to watch this crap?